Hi everyone! If you just started learning Serbian or you plan to do so, you're probably thinking about how hard Serbian is. There is complicated grammar with all of the different cases, and then there are letters such as ch and ch or j and j that sound almost impossible to distinguish. While Serbian is not the easiest language to learn, it's not as hard as you think. Actually, there are many words that you already know or that are very easy to learn that you are maybe not aware of. So that's why I made this video. I want to introduce you to 50 super easy Serbian words that will take you less than 15 minutes to learn, but that will enrich your vocabulary and help you get a fresh start in your learning journey. But before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for our channel so you don't miss any of our quick and easy Serbian lessons that we publish every second week in long format and every week in shorts. Alright, now you can grab a cup of coffee or tea, take a notebook for notes, and we can get started. The easiest words to learn in every language are internationalisms. These are words that sound almost exactly the same as they do in English, German, French, or many other languages. So you will probably recognize most of them, if not even all of them immediately. So here is how some of these words sound in Serbian. Kafa, restoran, muzika, hotel, problem, doktor, televizor, park, kompjuter, menadžer, auto, banka I autobus. Some of these words even have the same spelling, such as hotel, problem, auto. One thing you do need to know is that even though these words are internationalisms, they still change their form depending on the context. In other words, we can put them in different cases. For example, slušam muziku. Ja sam u parku. Idem kod doktora. Now, did you know that one of the most famous international words actually comes from Serbia? Do you maybe know which word it is? We wrote about it in our social media. It is vampire. In Serbian, we say vampir. Yes, vampir is one of the very few Serbian words that was adopted into almost every major language on earth. Folklore stories about vampires in Serbia spread across Europe in the 18th century, bringing this word itself with them. Now, let's move on to the next category. Short and easy words with only 1 or 2 syllables. Not only are these words easy to learn, but they're also very useful in everyday communication. For example, you certainly heard the words da and ne. These are probably the most common words used daily in any language, and thankfully they're short and easy to pronounce. Then we have these short common words that will definitely come in handy in everyday conversation. Mama, tata, dete, kuća, soba, voda, dan, noć, hrana, pas, mačka. There are also some connectors such as ako, ili, I. For example, idem u park ako ne pada kiša. Volim I kafu I čaj. Hoćeš picu ili burger? And there are also some most important question words that are easy. Gde, ko, šta. So we say, gde si? Ko je ovo? Šta radiš? Now that you saw that learning Serbian doesn't have to be hard, maybe you feel encouraged and want to start your own learning journey. Luckily, our group courses are starting this September, so you won't have to do it alone. Over 4 months, you will have one lesson every week in a group of maximum 6 people who are on the same level as you are. The lessons are online on Zoom, so you can connect from all over the world. We have students from all continents and many different time zones. Additionally, we created a study hub with member-exclusive materials for our group course students, including worksheets, interactive exercises, audio materials, flashcards, so you can use them alongside your regular class materials. Applications are now open and classes start in September. I will leave the link for signing up in the description of this video so you can apply right away. Okay, and now let's move on. So far, we've covered internationalisms and some short, simple words as our categories of easy Serbian words. But easy words are also some terms that are closely linked to Serbia or the Balkans. They've become recognizable parts of our culture, so chances are you've heard them again and again, so they will be easy to memorize and recall. For example, I'm sure you probably already heard these words somewhere. Burek, rakija, kafana, pljeskavica. You might have already had burek for breakfast, gone to kafana in the evening, drunk rakija there, and then gone to get pljeskavica afterwards. You know, what I've just described is your typical Serbian day. Then, for example, we have pita in all of its tasty forms. Pita sa sirom, pita sa krompirom, pita sa mesom. We also have kolači, from torte to sitni kolači. And if you don't know what sitni kolači are, check out our reel on sitni kolači to find some interesting types. And finally, we have roštilj. Roštilj is the meat-loaded feast that has ćevapčići as the stars of every roštilj-filled plate. Let's not also forget these two words, domaćin and domaćica, who are proud representatives of famous Serbian hospitality, always there to make you feel welcome and never let you leave their house with an empty stomach. Yes, I know some of these words are hard to pronounce, for example, ćevapčići, but here is the ultimate rule that makes even this word easy. Serbian is a 100% phonetic language, which means write as you speak, read as it is written. So every letter has one fixed sound. No silent letters, no weird hidden rules like in English or French. So once you learn the alphabet, you can pronounce even long words such as ćevapčići with just a bit of practice. And finally, the last category of easy Serbian words are exclamations that we use in every conversation to keep it flowing. First, we have the standard one, and I'm sure you'll recognize it. Ups, ups, prosula sam vodu. Then we have ej, which is just like hey without h. Ej, kako si? Then joj or jao. This is one of the most common exclamations, and we use it to express a range of emotions, from happiness to anger and sadness. Jao, baš sam srećna zbog vas. Joj, kako me nerviraš. Jao, žao mi je. Nadam se da si dobro. We also use ajde a lot. It means come or come on, and it's used in many situations, just like jao. This is also the exclamation we use when we cheer on sports teams. So you can hear us yelling at the TV, ajde or ajmo, all the time as we are watching a tennis match, for example. It's just like, come on, or let's go. Then another one is evo. Now, this one is a bit harder to explain because it doesn't have the exact meanings, so I'll give you some of its different meanings through examples. For example, somebody can ask you, kako si? And you can say, evo, dobro sam. So here, it doesn't really have a concrete meaning. It just means, well, I'm fine. Or, jel dolaziš? And then you can say, evo. In this context, it means I'm coming, or just a sec. Or someone can ask you to bring them something. For example, donesi mi kafu, and you can say evo, and then here it means here it is. And we will end this with the final boss, which is the most typical Serbian word, bre. This is the ultimate emotion booster. It's like adding man or dude or come on to any sentence for that extra punch or emphasis or drama. So you can say ajde bre, or gde si bre, slušaj me bre. And there you have it. You just learned 50 Serbian words that will help you get any conversation started. So that's it for today. Don't forget to check out the application for our group course in the description below this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!